First, the place you need to go to access the local legend boss is here. It's located just above the Gold Flame Kukusor Tyrant. If possible, you should set a teleport point here in case you need to reset or adjust your characters without having to travel far. When you first arrive here, you won't be able to challenge the boss right away. You'll need to solve 3 puzzles first, but many people have already made guides for that. I'll place a link below for your convenience. Before starting the boss challenge, I want to briefly go over my setup and the mistakes I made previously so you can avoid them. With my Eula, I didn't go all in on attack and crit damage stats because I didn't want to have to reset her setup multiple times. I was hoping to get reasonable damage output from her without too much adjustment. Next, you'll need a Bennett with good healing and energy recharge capabilities. My Bennett has 28k HP and 222% energy recharge. I recommend having even more recharge if possible. I'm using the Aquila Favonia sword, which has the highest base attack, but that cost me some energy recharge stats. Third is my Farina. I use Farina because I have her at C2 and I need her healing. I don't like micromanaging Bennett's HP when it gets low, so I constantly use food items. You could replace Farina with Mona if you're more patient and precise than I am. If you're not using Farina, I recommend mixing the 2-piece Maiden Beloved set and the 2-piece Song of Days Past set. This will significantly boost Bennett's healing as you accumulate stacks. Finally, there's Lisa. Lisa's only purpose here is to buff attack, trigger superconduct, and reduce the boss's defense. Her passive reduces the target's defense by 15% when you use her burst. Since she uses the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige set, you don't need Bennett to run that set. I didn't bother changing Bennett's artifacts due to laziness. Alright, let's begin the boss challenge. During the fight, ignore the boss at first and focus on dodging its attacks until it disappears and smaller targets appear. At this point, you need to destroy those targets and pay attention to the yellow level bar at the top. This bar represents your stack buff level, with a max level of 15. At level 15, you'll get a 900% damage buff, so make sure to stack it all the way to 15. You'll notice that you lose a lot of HP during this phase, which is why I mentioned at the beginning that you need a Bennett with strong healing to stay on the field. Be calm and careful, using food to heal Bennett when his burst isn't available. I just realized that I didn't fully stack the 15 levels here. I rushed into the boss fight with only 14 levels of buff. Oh man, I was so careless. Once you've reached level 15 on the yellow bar, make sure all your characters have full energy. Set up as quickly as possible, because if you take too long, the boss will disappear and you'll have to reset. You should use food to further increase your damage. Here, I chose delicious Tianshu meat. However, I realized that using Delicious Adeptus' Temptation or Delicious Pile M-Up would be better, because with the damage buff from the 14 levels in Farina, prioritizing attack or crit stats would yield better results. If you don't manage to defeat it in time, just reset the setup. It's no big deal. And that's it. Thank you, and good luck.